Oh my god. This game is trolling me, I swear. This run is trolling me so hard. I prepared winter gear for like every single map, and it never gives me a winter map. Plus, I don't have a walking cane, which you need to get on a winter map, because you need to kill a McTusk. So I'm getting like super trolled by this run. It's pretty funny. Alright, so as with all maps, you want to, at the beginning of all maps, you want to pick up your everything as much as you can in your immediate area. I dropped the thermal stone, don't need it. Pick up all the food you can. Damn, the tentacle spike would have been nice here. Yeah, easiest map ever. This is the easiest map. The most difficult map is a cold reception. The easiest map is Two Worlds. So, with all maps, I always say, starting off, I guess I'll talk about the butterfly. If you want to kill butterflies, they're a good source of food, but a good way to kill them is to wait until they land on top of a flower and then force attack them. That's a flower. Okay, when they do that animation, they're like supposedly on a flower. The other way is to walk past them and Control F, force attack. Do it properly. Do it properly! Okay, there we go. Walk past it and then Control F to force attack it. Otherwise, you'll never be able to catch it. But I don't think I need butterflies. I'm just gonna rush this map. You can finish this map in like 2 days. You don't need many items. You just have to go through the map and find the thing. So I'm gonna try and rush it as soon as I can. What I was saying before was with the beginning of each map, you want to, if you find flint, which is in the grassland biome, like this area, you want to save the flint for when you have a pickaxe. You don't want to mine, you don't want to cut down trees immediately by making an axe. That's because if you ever run into a situation where there's no flint, like right now there's actually no flint. So this is a pretty good example. Maybe you'll find like one flint on the ground, and the next piece of flint, you don't know where it is. Sometimes there are grassland biomes with basically no flint at all. This seems to be one of them. So if you can make a pickaxe, that means that you can continue to mine rocks and get more flint for other tools. But if you make an axe with the only flint that you have, then you're kind of screwing yourself over. Sure, you can get logs, but you won't ever be able to renew your tools unless you find more flint. Because you don't know the layout of the map yet at the very beginning, doing that just puts you at risk of making the run like 10 times more difficult than it should be. So play it safe and try and always prepare yourself for as much as you can. Try to have around 15 of each resource. Did I pre-build? Yeah, I did, okay. And pre-build your fires, especially, as much as you can. Right now I'm just looking to make a backpack. Get a couple more twigs. Get some food, and I think I'm just gonna leave. I think, yeah, this map is just so stupid. You're supposed to prepare here. There are two worlds, essentially. There's the safe haven, and then there's like the dangerous area, which I'll get to eventually. You'll get there through a wormhole. Basically, if you find a wormhole, you can take the wormhole and walk through it, and you'll be teleported to the other side. And like even the day cycle changes when you go through. That's why it's two worlds. It's essentially two worlds. Have I eaten wild carrots? No, I haven't. Are they good? Are they bad? Do they taste like dirt? So I basically have enough items to sustain myself for the entire map, I believe. If I rush it, like super fast, which I intend to do. Get a couple more twigs just in case. Logs would be very useful as well. A hand bat would be extremely useful. Okay, so we're in another grassland biome. There's probably flint in this one. The other one had nothing. They smell like carrots, but they taste like wood. That is disgusting. That's so disgusting. I guess these ones taste like wood. Oh yeah, explore the edges of the map first. Don't go into the middle. The reason why you do this is because it's just overall more efficient, because you get to find out how big your world is, how big the biomes are, where they connect. Because if you go along the middle, you may miss some stuff, you may miss some connections. You can cook the roots and make soup. Does the soup taste like wood too? My goal is to finish this map in like 3 days. But I can't find the wormhole. But I'll be filling in the area eventually. Technically, if you want to cover the map extremely well, you go zigzag through the entire way through. But it's better to finish the perimeter and then zigzag through it. That's just more efficient. But I think zigzagging right away would find the wormhole a little bit quicker, perhaps. But if I don't know how big the map is, I won't know the boundaries of the map. So if I don't know the boundaries, then I don't know how big it is. Then I may have trouble, assessing what I'm going to do next. This entire area is basically like a grassland biome, maybe like a forest biome, and there's like a graveyard, perhaps. That's all there really is to this area. They don't look like carrots? What do they look like then? Grab a green mushroom. I may need the sanity. Cooked green mushrooms restore sanity, so just keep in mind what you can gather. It's what this area is for anyway. Nighttime is coming. I have a torch. I'm just going to flicker through it. Flickering is when you turn the light on and off. Just to get rid of Charlie. Charlie, whenever you hear Charlie hiss at you or scream at you or screech at you or whatever, you just flicker real quick, turn it on and off, and she'll go away. Keep an eye on the minimap to make sure you're moving. Moving in the right direction as well. Of course, that's important. Night was really short, but even if night was longer, as you can see, basically use like no fuel. So even if night was like half of a day, if you do it correctly, you're probably not going to use more than 20% fuel. It's just an efficient way to save fuel. But you do lose sanity. But the good thing is, a lot of these maps on adventure mode require you to have lower sanity, or eventually your sanity will drop anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I found a sick wormhole. Do I want to take that? Let's see, what do I have right now? I do want a weapon. Actually, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna go for a weapon right here. So, I'm going to lure them away, let this one attack me, keep it interested. That way it'll leash to me, whereas the other ones will lose interest. This one will continue on. See, it's still interested in me. It'll kite back though. It looks like it's running away. Don't worry. Its pigs are very predictable. And once the other pigs leave, I can kill this one. Okay, that's a piece of meat. I need one piece of meat and one pig skin. Ooh, some logs and a shovel. That's actually quite useful. Do the same thing. Let this one attack you to stay interested, and the other ones will lose interest because they're not attacking you. They'll walk away now, and then let this one attack you without hitting it back, so you don't aggro the other pigs. Just drag it away. So you may have noticed that I have 0 flint. This is one of the rare occasions where you actually get like almost no flint. Basically no flint right now, but there's probably flint somewhere. So because of that, like I was saying earlier, flint is a valuable resource because it's so uncommon. You don't see any flint at all. That means that every piece of flint is extremely valuable, so you shouldn't waste it on an app. Unless you need a campfire, 100%. You definitely need it. This is kind of annoying. They're really clumped together. It's harder to leash them away. Oh, this one's far away. Actually, I may get pincered. Damn, there's a lot of pigs. Suspicious pile dirt. Thanks for following. Are you a koalafant or a varg? I don't have my alerts on. So no Lulu today. Okay, that's my hand bat. So I don't have to take forever to kill things now. And I'm actually gonna go through here. The sick wormhole, it's a one-way trip. Goodbye. I just killed it. Rip. Alright, so I'm no longer on the good island, I'm on the bad island. This is where all of the things are. And I always mention this, I mentioned it on the previous map, I'm going to mention it again. When you use your divining rod, it gives you a signal. The signal tells you that there's a thing nearby for you to pick up. The things are used for the wooden thing, which turns into the teleportato that allows you to finish the level. Now, with a map like this, because every single thing is located on one island, just because you find one of the things doesn't mean that you should not use your divining rod again. You want to use it again to make sure that you didn't miss anything. So let's say there's something here. There's one of the things here, and I went to grab it. Well, the moment I grab it, I'm going to turn on the divining rod again to make sure I don't miss anything, because there's a chance that in the fog of war there could be something over here. And I wouldn't know, because I may be thinking, oh, I got the thing already in the area. That's what the signal was. But it may be a signal that's shared between two things. So be careful. Be very careful. But as with all maps, what you should do is, from your starting area, try and collect as much as you can, since there's nothing here, and since I don't care about collection because I already finished that on this island, I'm going to run to the coast. I know that there's a coast in this direction, because there's an island here, and most likely there's going to be a coast there, because there's a coast here. And then I'm going to go along the edge of the map, fill it in eventually, but go along the edges of the map to find out how big the island is. Seems to be nothing nearby, except the bird. I'm not going to bother with the bird right now. I have a lot of food. I want to finish this map in the next day. Ideally, I want to finish it when it says it's day 3, maybe day 4. So I don't want to stop for anything. if possible. Careful of these Maxwell tooth traps. They are quite painful. You don't have to flash it on and off like I am. It's a regular wormhole there. That's the way back to the safe island. I don't want to go back. I'm actually going to eat now. Might as well. Finish the berries first. Because the berries are basically useless items, whereas the carrots and the butterfly wings could potentially restore a lot of health as well as hunger. These are blue mushrooms, so I'm going to shovel this in case I need health. Careful when you're near tentacles. Just make sure they don't hit you. As long as you keep moving here, it's no problem, but if you do need to stop for any reason, keep an eye on your sanity. If your sanity starts to drop, if you see the arrow, then there's most likely a tentacle nearby you. Seeds you can also eat as well. Seeds are really garbage. Just careful around the bishops. If you need sanity, you can pick up flowers. Picking up a flower gives you 5 sanity. Eating a flower gives you 1 HP. So I'm going in the right direction. Could still potentially be kind of dangerous. What does it look like right now? It's like biome, biome, biome. Rapid fire biomes right here. Oh, another one. It's basically what this island is like. Careful when you walk through areas like this. You may get stuck. So normally I wouldn't risk it, but I'm kind of in a hurry. If you're not sure if you can make it through or not, don't risk it. Careful here as well. This is a set piece where there's a ton of worms and tentacles. Just want to get away from it. Potentially this is a food source. The worms will drop fish for you. But in most cases, I wouldn't really consider it a food source. It's more like a death trap. So just keep away from it. Signal's getting stronger. But I'm going to keep to the edge even though I know something is nearby. Yeah, you could get stuck between enemies as well, so that was a situation where I got hit because I kind of got stuck against the edge. Signal's getting weaker now because I passed it. It's probably over here somewhere. So as I loop around, I will get there eventually again. So I just found the corner of the island. So now I know that it goes from here to probably around here. It's not always aligned, by the way. It's not always like aligned right next to it. So don't assume that it is. It just so happens to be aligned this time. I'm going to actually use the shovel and dig up some more mushrooms, because I just want to get rid of the shovel. It's at 4% now. Every time you dig something up, it's 4%. So I noticed that the shovel is at 8%, that means I can dig up 2 more things. The blue caps, you can use them to heal yourself. They restore 20 health if you eat them raw, but you lose sanity. If you cook them, they restore sanity and lower health instead. Mushrooms are pretty interesting items. Okay, never mind. So it wasn't actually like this way. It's actually going up that way. So it could be a bit bigger than I thought. I might not be able to finish this in 3 days then if it's this big. We'll see. We'll see how lucky I get with the RNG. Be careful at dusk. Because it's like basically permanently dusk on this map, there will be spiders everywhere, so just be careful of the spiders in the area. There's probably something around here, something around here. I want to make sure I don't pass it. But I do want to continue exploring. I want to figure out how big this world, this island is. I may just run into it. Who knows? It's getting stronger, the signal. Maybe there's like 2 things right next to each other here, because the signal's getting stronger as I'm moving away from the original area that I thought I was in. kind of curious. What exactly is here? There is another alternative method for exploration, and that's going along the edge of the biome, because the objective... Oh god, okay. Got killer bees again. So, perfect example here of exploring along the edge of the biome. I don't want to go inside the killer bee territory yet, so I will just go along here and check out which thing is giving me this signal. Also, because it's dark, I want to avoid the killer bees. Going inside a grassland biome with a bunch of killer bees in the dark is extremely dangerous, and it's something you almost always want to avoid. I'm not flickering this time because I'm trying to find something to light a blaze. Right here. There we go. Okay, this is the... what is it? The ring thing. There we go. Don't even need to look. Know exactly where it is. Done this a million times. Kinda. But like I said, once you find the thing, you want to use your divining rod again, just to make sure there's nothing like right here, and you know the ring thing was there. Maybe there's something here, like the crank thing. Who knows? So check your divining rod to make sure. Tentacle spike. I'm actually gonna grab the spider glands. I'll keep the spike with me in case, just in case, but I don't think I'll need it. The handbat is good enough if I ever get into combat. Signals going off around this area. It could be one of those troll signals. Sometimes it does bug up. But I will loop up here and go along the edge again, and I will continue exploration of the grassland biome where the killer bees are, because that is technically the edge of the map. Why are you resident sleeper? Alright, signal's getting stronger. I have to go in there. I have to. Stupid, stupid killer bees. God damn it. I'm gonna go from the other side, just to go along the edge. Killer bees aggro you immediately when you're in the area. That's why they're so dangerous. That's why I never go through these kinds of areas at nighttime, because you don't know if you're walking into one. Chat is empty, Naka's missing. I think she's busy. I'm probably gonna take a hit here. Oh, lucky me. No hits. Yeah, chat is quite quiet. Alright, I'm getting pretty close. It's probably the crank thing. Or the wooden thing. Hopefully not the wooden thing. Oh, it's the potato thing. Completely wrong. Alright, I'll pick that up. I don't need any of this. I'm just gonna keep going. I want to finish this map as soon as I can. So the reason why I say check the divining rod, you may have noticed that I'm not even turning it off. In most cases, you will have a walking cane in adventure mode. So you'll be using the walking cane normally. Pretend this is the walking cane. It's a piece of meat, but pretend this is the walking cane. Normally you get 25% movement speed. Oh, that's also another reason why this map is going a bit slower, because I don't have a walking cane. So 25% movement speed for the walking cane, and then you switch to this if you're potentially heading in the right way. You always want to check. And then you switch back for the movement speed, which you don't get for the handbat. So that's why I'm keeping this on. Alright, so I think it's over here somewhere. Because this area is pretty narrow, it's like a little narrow passage through, I'm just going to go inside, grab it, and get the hell out. Normally I would just continue along... Oh, it's against the edge anyway. Yeah. Normally I would just continue along the edge, but it seems like this one is already against the edge, so... The crank thing. Hello, hello. 3 down, 1 to go. And this is why this map is so easy. It's intimidating, because it's the theme is that there's one really safe place, a safe haven, and the other one is super dangerous. But if you just rush through it as quickly as you can, it's not actually that bad. So the last thing I'm missing is the box thing, and then I'll be going towards the wooden thing to place everything on top of it and create the teleportato. Okay, I'm heading in the right direction. It's just one island. Like this is the easiest map because everything's just located in one island. You don't have to go through wormholes. You don't have to find wormholes. You don't have to pass through obelisks. There are no boundaries, basically. You don't have to go through those deadly intersections that some of the maps have. You just have to explore one island. That's the wooden thing. I'm going to avoid that. At some point, you'll know exactly what everything is, where everything is, or what everything is, the moment you see a little bit of land. That's why I was able to pick up the ring thing like immediately. And it seems like, aha! Exactly what I was saying. Sometimes the signal goes off, and there are two things next to each other. So, watch this. The box thing, I'm still getting pretty close, because the wooden thing is right here. There can be two things located directly next to each other. And finally, we have a case of this. So it can happen. Because of that, I keep saying, you don't want to just turn off your divining rod the moment you find something. You want to make sure that you don't leave the area in case there's more. But obviously I'm done. I have all four things, so it doesn't matter. But if this were the first thing, then it would have mattered. I'm just going to dump everything on here, avoid the horse. Try to avoid the bishops. Ow, that actually hit me. You have to dodge them horizontally. I thought I had the right angle, but I didn't. Let's see. Oh, careful. So I know I'm going to leave the map very, very soon, so I'm just going to restore my sanity. I should have eaten the... Oh, I still have butterfly wings, never mind. I was going to say I should have eaten the butterfly wings after I ate these. I also have the petals and spider glands, so I don't have to worry too much about my health. Wow. A little more sanity. A little more health. I'll just eat these. Okay, so everything except for sanity is full. I'm going to bring the same items because the next map is a 100% winter map. Now that all the other options have been eliminated because this game is trolling me. Let's see. Miner hat, football helmet. Handbat, tentacle spike. I'll take the tentacle spike actually. Thermal stone would be nice too, but I can't make it because I don't have any flint. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just bring these 4 items. It's pretty good. You want to always eat your food. Also pre-build your fires, because your items go away. So activate this. I think they're aggroed onto the hound. But this will aggro onto me now. Soon. Okay, no. There's another hound up there. So shift-click everything inside. Make sure you have everything that you need, then activate. That's everything, right? Yeah. So that's it. We're done this map in 3 days, just like I intended to finish it. It's a really easy map if you rush it, if you know what you're doing. And let's go. This will be the end, though. I will play this tomorrow. Normally I don't play Don't Starve on the weekdays, but I will finish this adventure mode run tomorrow. Oh, if you take damage here, you don't actually take damage, by the way, so no worries if I do get hit. Haha, you can't hit me. So it's either going to be King of Winter or the game is afoot. I'm hoping for King of Winter, because the game is afoot is a very long map. But knowing the game, I mean, this run has been extremely troll. I'm gonna get the game as a foot.